Welcome to the meditation for the Fool. To begin, let's start with some soul centering. Sit comfortably in a chair, and as you feel comfortable, you can close your eyes. Begin some nice, slow, deep inhales through your nose. And as you do so, imagine that you are drawing in the light of your soul. With every inhale, you can imagine you're drawing in a bit more breath, a bit more life, a bit more purpose. And as you draw that light in, you can imagine you are directing it to gather itself around your heart. So as you direct that energy around your heart, you can imagine that as your heart feels the energy touch it, it relaxes and smiles and stretches out because it recognizes this energy as its home and its beloved. So with every inhale, a bit more light is traveling to the heart center. And if it feels comfortable for you, you can even imagine the heart opening up and letting the light flow in. So the heart is not just the receiver of the light, but the transmitter of the light. And as the light gets stronger and more luminous and more vibrant, you can imagine finally the heart just spills over and the light begins to travel through the rest of the body. It begins to travel down through the torso, down through the legs, all the way to the feet and the toes. It travels down the arms, all the way to the hands and the fingertips. And finally, it travels to the head, gently probing the mind for places where there might be resistance or distraction or heaviness or stagnation, any energy which feels old and as though it's finished with its purpose. As you find that energy, you can imagine that you're gathering it all together and putting it in a bubble and just letting it float away, offering it back to the universe for recycling. So the mind, as much as possible, can be free and one with the body in having this moment of being bathed in the soul's light. And now you can imagine a light above your head, maybe 6 inches above your head, which is your connection to the universe. Travels with you everywhere you go, ready, willing, and able at any moment to give you any kind of support you need. It's completely committed to being present for you. And in that light are all the resources, all the wisdom, all the love, all the healing that exist in the cosmos. So as you feel ready, you can invite that light to open up, to flow down over you. It can flow down over your head, down your front and your back, until you are in a cocoon of light, of unconditional love, unconditional support, and unconditional power. You are given the authority in this light to wield the power in any way you see fit. So if you can imagine, you are in this dual light, the soul's light, which is inside of you and is your purposeful light on the earth, And this universal light, which is full of unconditional love and power and connects you to all that is. And you can imagine these two lights are working together to create this place of power and purpose, which is wholly yours. And if you imagine you look at your feet, you can see you are standing in a spotlight of this purpose and intention. And even if you imagine you're taking a few steps, you see that spotlight travels with you. So give yourself a moment to agree to your own power and your own purpose. And then as you feel ready, you can imagine maybe 3 or 4 feet in front of you, you're going to open a portal to the world of the Fool. And the portal might indeed look just like your card from your tarot deck. If you look into that portal, you can see the world the Fool occupies. As you step closer, the images become clearer. Perhaps you see the sun shining down on him, or the flowers at his feet, or the mountains in the distance, or the little dog running at his heels. As you look into this portal, you see it is alive, it is breathing, it is moving, and it is beckoning you to step inside. So as you feel ready, you can step inside this portal, carrying with you your own particular place, spotlight of wisdom and clarity. So you can spend your time looking around this world and seeing what it evokes in you. Noticing the smells, the sensations, the sounds, and also the emotional response that your heart has to this place. The physical response that your body is registering in this place. And give yourself plenty of time to let this speak to you and open up to you. And then as you feel ready, call the Fool to you. And let the Fool appear in any way they choose. It might indeed be a version of the Fool from your tarot deck, but it could also be your own wild child. This version of you that has never been tamed, that is in the eternal now, and that is constantly in touch with its own native genius. Invite that energy to come talk to you. And notice who shows up. Feel free to talk to this energy, to let them talk to you, to get to know them. Really, though, you'll notice this is a familiar energy, one that perhaps you haven't spoken to in a while, but still feels quite familiar to you. Allow the conversation to open up in whatever way it wants to, including whether there is some trepidation on your part about this energy, or whether that energy feels a bit of trepidation toward you, particularly if you haven't been in contact in a while. Notice how your heart responds. and communicate that to this energy. If it feels right to you and it feels like the timing is good, let this energy know that you're ready now to re-establish a relationship. That you want to get to know it again and to become a partner with it. That you recognize your life is ready for some joy and some fun and some magic. And you know that this energy is the way in. And even ask if it has any tips, any ideas, any inspirations right now that you could do together. Recognizing it is likely to be something very simple, something as easy as taking a walk in the park or getting an ice cream cone or playing with clay. The energy of the Fool is a child's energy who can find play almost anywhere and is just waiting for us to join in the play. So spend as long as you need with this Fool to get more information, more energy, and just to develop this connection, recognizing how much you have missed this energy and how blessed your life would be with more of it in your life. You can stay in this place as long as you would like. But as you are ready to leave, you can let the Fool energy know that you will be back, that you know the way here, and actually it knows the way to get your attention now. Now the dialogue has been opened, and you're willing to have an adventure together. So as you want to talk to it, or it wants to talk to you, you're ready now to start building a new alliance. So as you feel ready to step out of this world, gather with you something you want to take with you. It might be a flower, or it might be a smell, a taste, a sound. Carrying something with you as a token and a reminder of the Fool's land. And as you choose that reminder, you place it somewhere on your body. It could be your heart or your arm or your leg, some place to hold it for safekeeping. A place you can always touch when you need to get back in touch with this Fool's world. So as you step outside of this portal, you make your way back to your physical body. And as you do so, you can start drawing your attention back into settling into the physical realm, moving your fingers and your toes, taking some active breaths. And then as you're ready, you can open your eyes. As you come back to the physical plane, be mindful of any inspirations or ideas or messages that you receive from the Fool. And go ahead and make a plan to follow through with any agreements you had.